Jesus, keep me near thy cross. Oh, there's a precious fountain, oh, fountain, free to all here. Let stream, oh, and it flows from Calvary's mountain. Come on, help me. Near the cross, near thy, oh, near. Neighbor and shout, neighbor. The preacher's going to talk about building beyond belief. Brothers and sisters, it has come to my knowledge that everyone in here have come to a place in their life where we've had to rebuild some things. We've had family members in our lives. We've had some things in our lives that we woke up and they were all shattered across our lives. And we had to take the glue of God's love and the glue of God's grace and the glue of God's mercy and piece our lives back together. I know I'm talking to perfect people, but I've woke up some days with my life in both hands. And I'm trying to figure out how God was going to put it back together. Brothers and sisters, one of the negative things that I think we focus too much on is people's opinions. We focus more on the opinion of people than we do on the opinion of God. Maybe because the opinion of people seems convenient for us. Because as soon as our lives get messed up, they will tell us, girl, that's not what I would do. I wouldn't take that, or I wouldn't do that, or my man, I wouldn't take that from that person, or I wouldn't do that. But let me tell you something. You don't know what you would do until you step in that situation. And God has called us that when people come to us with their opinions, sometimes their opinions can be positive, but then sometimes their opinions can be negative, and sometimes people can doubt you because they don't hear what God is saying to you. I've learned very early on in my years to be mindful of who I tell things to, because just like, talk Attaway, just like they didn't hear it, they may not understand. They won't understand how I didn't go to school for 3 years, and then I told God, I'm going to school. And then I was more blessed in school than I was sitting on my mama's couch. You're not talking to me in here. They won't understand how you can tell people God has called me to open up a business when they know that you can't keep a job. But that's because God wasn't talking to them. Your story and their story may not, I wish I had some help in here, may not line up how they think that it ought to line up. But see, that's why I love God, because God has a specialty of working things out in ways that people won't understand. People will never understand how you wake up morning after morning when you don't have a job and you ain't had a job, but you still have the peace that surpasses all understanding. That's because God was working on your behalf. They don't understand how why you keep coming to church Sunday after Sunday with your jacked up life, with your hands lifted. That's because they need to know that there's something behind. Is there anybody in the room that can help me with this, that can testify? I'm not worried about their opinion, because they can only give me opinions when God can give me options.